Hi and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to SuperGrads. My name is Abhyansh Sir and I'm back with another session on Word Palm Made Easy. This is session number 2. As promised, in the upcoming 6 sessions, I'll be covering the entire Word Palm Made Easy book. So once you decide कि आज हमें Word Palm Made Easy पढ़ना है, of course, as teachers हम YouTube पर offline में आपको बोल बोल के थक जाते हैं. But if someday you decide कि आज Word Palm Made Easy book पढ़ लेते हैं, so you will feel very comfortable while reading that book and you'll realize कि यार हाँ ये 50% 60% चीजें तो already हम वो 6 YouTube sessions 6 YouTube classes में देख चुके थे. So that is what our agenda is for this series. We had one session yesterday. Here I am back with another session. And let's begin with things, students. Let's talk about different type of specialists. So yesterday we were talking about different type of doctors. When I said doctors, मतलब human body की study, human body के different parts की study पे discussion कर रहा था. Now here I have some different type of experts. So कुछ experts मैं आपको बताऊंगा, कुछ experts मैं आपसे पूछूंगा. And of course, the session will end with a lot of MCQ type questions. क्योंकि जब तक practice नहीं कर लेते, we cannot be sure of things. So the first one is anthropologist students, and it is based on the root word anthrop. ठीक है? It is on the root word anthrop. ये हमने पढ़ा हुआ है previous session में. Anthrop is for human beings. The root word anthrop is for human beings. It is for mankind. The root word anthrop is for human beings. It is for mankind, something that we studied yesterday. Now, geologist. So this root word or this prefix geo is for earth. ठीक है, यहीं से geology, geography, George, as the name suggests. So George is someone who works on land, someone who works on the earth. Basically land से related होता है ये. So George basically जैसे हम common language में farmer बोलते हैं तो George नाम का meaning भी farmer ही होता है. So that was geologist. Then biologist. The root word bio, students, it is for life. It is for life. ठीक है. So there are words like biography, of course ये तो सुना होगा. Biopsy. Biopsy is an examination. Biopsy is an examination. An examination done on a living tissue, on a living object. So a medical examination that is done on a living object is biopsy. Biopsy, autopsy, दोनों में difference होता है. और ये subtle चीजें again sessions में आगे भी हम देखेंगे. So bio is for life. Now botanist is for plants. Zoologist, study of one who studies animals. Then you have entomologist. Now entomologist is one who studies about insects. Entomologist is one who studies about insects, and the branch is entomology. Very important when it comes to one word substitution questions in your IPMAT and Rohtak exams. Directly वहां पर आता है. Of course, in IIM Indore there are no direct one word substitution questions, but इसका अच्छा knowledge of course आपको help करता है in passages in general reading skills. So that was entomologist students. What else do we have? We have philologist, one who loves languages. Then semantics is someone who is concerned with the origin and structure की कहाँ से कोई सी चीजें आई हैं. And sociologist is one who studies behavior of people. One who studies behavior of people, how people behave. So this was the first list student. आज के सेशन में वर्ड पाम एडीजी बुक के सेशन 7 to 13 हम कवर करने वाले, सेशन 7 to 13 के मेजर रूट वर्ड्स, एंड along with that we'll be practicing a few questions as well. So बच्चा पार्टी, this was your first one, and again in roots पे important words हम जैसे George. George is someone who works on land, so basically he's a farmer. बायोप्सी इज एन इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड. बायोप्सी और टॉप्सी में क्या डिफरेंस होता है, ये एग्जाम ओरिएंटेड चीज बता रहा हूं. ऑफ कोर्स when we are studying word palm adz, our primary goal is to enhance vocabulary, but more importantly ये vocabulary एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से कैसे इंपॉर्टेंट है, इस डायरेक्शन में हमें सोचना चाहिए. So hi Aryan, hi Zaid, hi everyone. So that was biopsy, and as I said, difference between biopsy and autopsy is very important. डायरेक्ट एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आ जाता है, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं. ऑटोप्सी, बायोप्सी, एंटोमोलॉजिस्ट. नेक्स्ट अप we have words that are based on this root word aster. Now the root word aster, students, aster or astra is for star. The root word aster or astra is for star. ठीक है. अब सारे वर्ड्स, एस्ट्रोनॉमी, एस्ट्रोनॉमर, एस्ट्रोलॉजी, एस्ट्रोलॉजर. सो अगेन लॉजी is for study of things, and one who does that is an astrologer or an astronomer. So astronomy, space science. Astrology, now astrology is different. बच्चों को इनमें भी बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है कि एस्ट्रोनॉमर और एस्ट्रोलॉजर में क्या डिफरेंस होता है. एस्ट्रोनॉमर इज द वन हु गोज टू स्पेस, गोज इनटू स्पेस. एस्ट्रोलॉजर जो आपको इम्पैक्ट बताता है, इम्पैक्ट ऑफ स्टार्स एंड अदर प्लैनेट्स इन योर लाइफ, भविष्यवाणी जो बताते हैं, दोज पीपल आर एस्ट्रोलॉजर्स. So study of stars is space ka stars, and astronomer is the one who does that. Astrologer, one who predicts or tells, one who tells, predicts about the impact of heavenly objects, in a person's life. So that is what an astrologer does. Astrologer बताता है आपको कि यार मून कहाँ बैठा हुआ है, सन कैसा है, अदर प्लैनेट्स कैसे हैं, ठीक है. So that is what astrologers do. Astronomers स्टार्स का स्टडी करते हैं, स्पेस में जाते हैं. एस्ट्रोलॉजर स्टार्स के इम्पैक्ट को स्टडी करते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट दे डू. एस्ट्रोनॉट इज अगेन वन हु, एस्ट्रोनॉट एंड एस्ट्रोनॉमर ये सिमिलर है. नॉटिक इज रिलेटेड टू सेलर, ठीक है. देन ऑटोनॉमी, ऑटो इज सेल्फ, सो ऑटोनॉमी इज सेल्फ गवर्न. ऑटोनॉमी इज सेल्फ गवर्न. Autonomy is self-governed without any interference. Autonomy is self-governed, or you could say without any interference. Hi students, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope आप इस टाइम को यूटिलाइज कर पा रहे हो. बच्चे IPMAT का प्रिपरेशन स्टार्ट करते हैं once the results are out, so they decide कि ड्रॉप लेना है या नहीं लेना है. Then there are some students जो अभी सोचते हैं 12th में अभी कर लेंगे. But if you start early, if you're starting in the month of June, that gives you the extra 2 months to, to just review and to just brush up on the topics, brush up on vocabulary, brush up on grammar. So that is where you can gain advantage over the others. So that was your root words. Now इन सारे root words के ऊपर और कौन से common words हैं? So the first that we have, students, is anthropos. Anthropos is for human beings, for man. And here are 4-5 important words that we have based on this root words. So if we look at these words, so anthropology is the one that we have studied. Now, anthropology is a combination of two root words. Number one, anthrop, and logy is for study. So study of human beings. Anthropocentric, considering humans as the most significant entity. इस दुनिया में जितनी भी theories हम develop करते हैं, जितने भी हम inventions and discoveries करते हैं, they are all based on one simple agenda that human beings are the center of this universe. So that is anthropocentric. Anthropoid, resembling to human, like we say gorillas and some other type of monkeys, they are anthropoid. Philanthropy. So the root word phile here, the root word phile is for love, and philanthropy, I believe, is something that we studied yesterday as well. एक और word बताया था, so love for human beings, someone who is an altruistic. Altruistic is a person who believes in helping others, who is not selfish. Instead, he is selfless. So that is anthropology. Sorry, that is philanthropy. Next word that you have is misanthrope. Mis is for hatred, and it was also used as a root in words like misogyny, words like misogamist. There were many such words. So that was these were some of the important words based on this root word anthropos. Next up, we have geo. So as I said, geo is for earth or land. The words that we have is geology, that is study of earth. Geography, graphing करना. Graphy is writing. हमने कल सेशन में एक वर्ड पढ़ा था, that is graphologist. So that is geography, study of earth's surface and mapping. Geothermal, heat from within the earth. The root word geo is for earth, and thermos or therm is for heat. The root word therm or thermos is for heat. Geometry. Now, metry is related to measurement. When we say geometry, of course, हमारा subject है, तो उसमें हम क्या करते हैं? Different shapes. Earth के ही shapes हैं, of course, और उनका measurement करना. That is geometry. Measurement of Earth. Geopolitics is study of how geography affects politics. How geography affects politics. This is again a very broad term. अगर geopolitics का आपको अच्छा knowledge है, तो आप इसको context में समझ पाओगे. अगर नहीं पता है, in the meantime what you can do is कि आप different roots को समझो. Geo is for Earth, and politics, of course, is a different subject. So study of how geography affects politics, how the geography of a place affects the international politics. That is what geopolitics is. So that was geo students. Then you have the root word bios, which is for life. So मैंने यहाँ पे आपको एक word बताया था. That was biopsy, autobiography, biography. बहुत सारे ऐसे word होते हैं. So biology is study of life. Biography is life story of a person. Again, bio is life and graphy is story and writing. Yes, Zad, daily sessions hai. Till Saturday we have a session daily at 2 p.m. I think aaj it started late because it was raining here. I got a little late, but daily the sessions will be at around 2 p.m. Now, biodegradable substances are the ones जो अर्थ में जाके अपने अपने पार्ट्स में हो जाते हैं, ठीक है, डिग्रेड हो जाते हैं. सो वी से प्लास्टिक्स एंड पॉलीथीन्स, दीज आर नॉन बायोडिग्रेडेबल सब्सटेंसेस. बायोडिग्रेडेबल, केपेबल ऑफ बीइंग डिकम्पोज्ड बाय लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स. डिग्रेड हो जा रहे हैं मतलब प्रॉपर सेग्रीगेशन उनमें हो जा रहा है एंड डिकम्पोज हो जा रहे हैं अच्छे से. देन यू हैव सिम्बायोसिस. Symbiosis is mutual life dependent relationship. So when there are two organisms that are mutually dependent on each other for their living, that is symbiosis. Sim means similar. It means similar or to do something together. And bio is for life. Antibiotics. Now, antibiotics that we take, they kill life, but not our life. They kill germs. They kill the bacteria in our body. So these were some of the important words based on the root word bios. Next up, we have botany, and this word botany, of course, is for plants. Botany is scientific study of plants, botanical related to plants, botanist, plant specialist, botanic garden. Now, some of you from Noida must be wondering कि यार botanic garden ये तो हमारा एक मेट्रो स्टेशन है. ये मेट्रो स्टेशन उठ के सर के सेशन में क्या कर रहे हैं? सो बोटानिक गार्डन मेट्रो स्टेशन तो आप गए होगे आई एम श्योर, बट बोटानिक गार्डन कभी गार्डन भी घूमने जाना जब टाइम मिले. सो ऑफ कोर्स a garden of collected plants for study. So of course botanic garden में आपको different plants मिलेंगे. So that was these were some of the important words for botan, that is plant. Next up we have zoon, that is for zoo. So zoology, that is study of animals. Zoologist is a person who studies animals. Zoology study, and GIST is a person who does that. So animal scientist. Zoo short for zoological garden. ठीक है, zoology जैसे botanical garden था, अब botanical garden का कोई short form नहीं है. Zoological garden का है, we call it zoo in common language. Protozoa, single celled animal like organism. Zoonotic, diseases transferred from animals to humans. ये zoonotic word जो है ना, this was very much in trend during the COVID times. During COVID times in the year 2020, this word zoonotic was in trend. We were of the opinion कि भाई जो वायरस है वो बैट से पहले शायद चिकन में आया, चिकन से ह्यूमन बींग्स में आया, या बैट से डायरेक्टली ट्रांसफर हो गया. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ थ्योरीज गोइंग अराउंड कि ये वायरस ओरिजिनेट कैसे हुआ. But nonetheless, a lot of research work, a lot of newspapers has speculated that it was a zoonotic disease. ठीक है, so I hope you guys now understand when I say something related to कि यार ये zoonotic disease है, इसका मतलब किसी एनिमल को हुआ था, हमने वो एनिमल कंज्यूम कर लिया, वो ह्यूमन बींग्स में आ गया. So that is what a zoonotic disease is. So this was, students, our fifth root. Next root that we have is Antom. So entomology is if is for insects. Phagy, phobia, these are some of the common words with this one. Entomology, study of insects. Entomologist is a person who does that. Entomophagy. Now the root word phagy is for eating. The root word phagy is for eating. So practice of eating insects. जहां जहां पर phagocytes या रूट वर्ड फैगी दिखता है, ट्राई एंड रिलेट कि यार सर ने बताया था इसका कुछ ईटिंग से रिलेशन हो सकता है. दैट इज हाउ यू कैन एलिमिनेट द ऑप्शंस ऑफ कोर्स, क्योंकि एग्जाम्स में आइडियली वी वांट कि सारे वर्ड्स हमको पता हो, बट व्हाट इफ इट डजंट हैपन, देन देयर हैज टू बी अ वे टू navigate through the options and get to the correct one. Then you have entomophobia. Phobia, again different type of phobias is also super important. Phobia is fear. Phobia is related to fear of things. So that was some of the words from Antomon. Then you have semantics and semenio. The Greek word here is to signify. The root word is signify. And here are some of the words associated with it. So here are some words related to semantics. Semanticist is one who studies meaning of languages. Semantics is a study of meaning, not study of language. ठीक है, meaning समझना, किसी चीज का origin समझना. Signify, to signify something, to understand, to, yes, to understand something. That is what signify is. So Semiotics is study of signs and symbols. And decimate, spread, scatter, signify करना, अलग अलग करना information को. That is what this root word decimate mean here. So these are some of the words based on semantics. And the next root word is astron, aster. Aster is for star. So astronomy, study of celestial objects. Celestial objects, heavenly objects का study करना. Next, astronomer, one who does that, a specialist in astronomy. Astronaut, space traveler. Asterisk sign, ये asterisk sign है. Asteroid, space-like object. Disaster, ठीक है. Disaster, a misfortune believed to be caused by stars. There's one more word based on this root word, and that is catastrophe. So catastrophe is also based on this root word astro. That means something miserable, something bad has happened due to the influence of stars, due to stars not being at the right places. पहले कुछ भी होता था planet पे तो we used to believe कि भाई ऊपर से सब हो रहा है, stars का position change हो गया. So that is how these words disaster and word like catastrophe came into being. That is how you can use words like disaster and catastrophe, and that is how it is related with the root word astron. Next up, we have a root word that is nautus, which is related to sailor or ship. So nautical miles, nautics again water pe chalta hai. Nautical relating to ship or sailing. Astronaut, space sailor. Argonaut, he was a legendary Greek sailor. Again, this is not very important. Cosmonaut, Russian term for astronaut. And nausea is, initially it used to be seasickness, because बहुत सारा आप sea देख रहे हो, of course जो navy में जो लोग होते हैं, they have this nausea thing. So that was not as students. And the last root, I believe, for today's session is metron, that is to measure. So metronome is a device that measures time in music. Thermometer measures temperature, barometer measures pressure. Diameter, the root word dia means across. The root word dia means across. It means from one point to the other point. When we say, जैसे diagonal आप पढ़ते हो, so diagonal also means across distance. So the root word dia is for across, and meter again, measuring things. Symmetry, balance, measurement. Sim is for togetherness. Sim भी मैंने आपको अभी किसी स्लाइड में बताया है, if I'm not wrong. हाँ, symbiosis. So it is similar or together. So dear students, that was all for the discussion part कि क्या क्या वो root words हैं जो आप sessions 7 to sessions 13 में root words आप देखने वाले हो. Now once we are done with the root words, हमारा other half शुरू हो जाता है, and the other half is practicing these questions, because it's not just about learning these words. What matters is कि जब actually आपके सामने questions आ रहे हैं, आप कैसे respond कर पाते हो. So having said that, this is our first question, students. A person who distrusts and dislikes human beings can most accurately be described as what? Someone who doesn't like human beings, or instead, I would say not liking human beings ki jagah, he hates them. He hates them to a different level. So misogynist is one who hates marriage. Anthropologist is one who studies about human beings and their origin. Sociologist is someone who studies human behavior. Misanthrope is the one who Misanthrope is a person who distrusts or dislike human beings and can that is the hatred for human beings. The root word mis is for hatred and anthrop is for human beings. So that is what a misanthrope or a misanthropist is. That was, students, our first question for today's session. Next up, we have, which of the following professions would you likely to be concerned with? Plant classification. Which of the following is likely to be concerned with plants? So we have experts like a zoologist, we have experts like a botanist, biologist, or entomologist. Now, as discussed, entomologist is the one who studies insects. Zoologist is for animals. Biology is one who studies life. So if there is someone who's concerned and studies plants, is a botanist. Botanist. भाई नोएडा वाले बच्चे, if there are any नोएडा वाले बच्चे, बोटानिक गार्डन मेट्रो स्टेशन तो आपने देखा होगा, नाम सुना होगा. बोटानिकल गार्डन, मेट्रो बोटानिकल गार्डन कभी जाकर भी देखो. You will see different type of plants are collected for the purpose of studying. Next up we have, which of the following roots mean insect? Which of the following root mean insect? Can I expect correct answers for this one? So we have roots like zoo, that is for animals. We have root word like geo, that is for earth or for land. Antom is for insect, and anthrop is for human beings. Anthrop is for human beings. The root word anthrop is for human beings. So yes, Zad, correct answer है, बहुत बढ़िया. Let's move to the next one. The word autonomy shares its root with which of the following? जो रूट वर्ड ऑटोनॉमी में है वही रूट वर्ड आपको किस ऑप्शन में दिख रहा है? एस्ट्रोनॉमी, नोमैडिक, इकोनॉमी और नॉटिकल. Where do you find a similar root word? So here the correct word should be economy. Economy. Astronomy is a kind of study. ठीक है. Autonomy is not a study of something, it is self-rule or self-governed. So economy is governed by money. That is how these two words are related to each other. Okay, so I hope you understand this one now. Here is the next one. Which profession would be least concerned with human behavior? Which of the following professions would be least concerned with human behavior? जिसका ह्यूमन बिहेवियर से लेना देना नहीं. सो सोशोलॉजिस्ट, उसका तो काम ही होता है ह्यूमन बिहेवियर को समझना. सो ऑफ कोर्स दिस कैन नॉट बी द करेक्ट आंसर. Psychiatrist is one who understands what is going on inside our brain, what is going on inside, what is going on between our two ears. We call it a brain, of course. So psychiatrist is the one who is concerned with it. Anthropology studies human beings, कि यार human beings कैसे develop हुए, कहाँ से originate हुए. So of course all these professions are concerned with human behavior, but a zoologist is not concerned with human behavior. He's someone who is interested in studying about animals. Animals को पढ़ना पसंद करता है. He doesn't like humans. Humans and human behavior से इसका कोई लेना देना नहीं है. So that was your question number 5, students. Moving on to the next one. Which word is derived from the same root as geometry and geopolitics? Geometry, geopolitics, दोनों में आप देख रहे हो that the root word is geo. So which one is from the same root? Which of the following is from the same root, students? Is it geologist, semanticist, botanist, or an astronomer? I think there is no prize for guessing this one. This was quite a straightforward question. Geologist, geo, यहाँ भी geo, यहाँ भी geo. Geo, the root word geo is for land or the earth, right? So that was question number 6, dear students. Moving on to the next one. person who specializes in the structure, meaning, and change in words is a dash. So, like always, I have this habit of coming up with something that is a sort of a homework. So, इसका आंसर मैं चाहता हूं आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताओगे भी. I'll be waiting for you guys to answer this in the comment section. Question number 7, ये आपको comment section में बताना है. There's question number 8. Of course, we are not coming to the end of the session, but randomly I decide कि एक question तो आपको करना चाहिए. Which term refers to a symbol derived from the Greek word star? So star symbol के लिए क्या word होता है? Is it asteroid? Is it asterisk? Is it astronomy? Or is it an astronaut? A symbol that is derived from star shape wala. So it is an asterisk. Asterisk symbol that we have in mobile phones. So that was your question number 8, students. That brings us to question number 9. Which of the following contains the root word, root meaning of life? So life, bio is for life, auto is for self, geo is for earth, philology is love for language, love for things. So B should be your correct answer for question number 9, students. And that brings us to the last question. Entomology most likely be involved in which of the following studies? Where would you see an entomologist working? Books में तो देख लिया. Actually उसको क्या काम करते हुए आप देख रहे हो? Would you see him doing genetic coding of whales? I doubt that. Would you see him working in the development of AI? No. Early human skeletons? No. He is concerned with insects, so effect on pesticides, effect of pesticides on bees. Pesticides का bees पे क्या effect पड़ रहा है? That is what an entomologist would be concerned with. So dear students, that brings us to the closure of today's session. Question number 7 का answer comment section में बता देना. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.